In ancient Indian society, the life of people was divided into four ashrams, that's Ban Brahmacharya, Garhastha, Banprastha, and Sannyas. Brahmacharya ashram was created for the young people who went to their teacher's home and stayed there, that is called Gurukula, and the people who taught them were rishis, were like sages and monks who taught them about many arts, science, philosophies, and many practical skills also they need to survive in their life. And these people were mainly men, and they lived in a household and they taught these young students for years about this stuff. And the student used to live in the guru's house, that is called Gurukula. They used to work really hard and earn or learn everything that they had to learn for the years, and then they can get home and get married, and the next phases of their life starts. It is been an old concept in Indian society. Although the Gurukulas or any kind of Gurukula rituals are not prevalent anymore in India, but still in India people value the teachers too much. Like gurus always helped us to understand the path of life, because when kids left their home and their parents and their family, they came to Gurukula and they had their parents through their gurus and gurumas. So they were like their parents, and for the rest of their life, when they grew up and went to their own home and did whatever they wanted to do in their life, they, whenever they felt any kind of trouble or they felt any kind of distress, they went to their guru again and asked for what they want to do and what they should do, for their some advice. But nowadays there is not only that kind of gurus, there are various kind of gurus right nowadays. Because if we think about sages and monks as gurus, we have sages and monks as gurus still today, but there is very limited areas where sages and monks nowadays teach something to students and they go to Gurukula and study like that. There are some areas where some monks teach their disciples, mostly in Buddhist traditions, but those disciples never go back to the society and live a normal life. They again become monks and teach the younger students. So that's how it works. But nowadays we don't only call sages and monks as gurus, we also call various normal people as gurus, like productivity gurus, or maybe like investment gurus, or minimalism gurus, and many kind of other gurus. These people are expert in that kind of field, and we take help of those people to make our lives better in that field. So if I have any kind of productivity issue, we follow many people who are in YouTube or any kind of social media sites where we can talk with them and take a class or anything. They would teach us how to be more productive, because they know how to be more productive. They know the techniques and the process and science and everything, and they will teach us that, and we can use that in our daily life. We call them productivity gurus or minimalism gurus or any kind of gurus. So as me myself, I have seen other kind of people also who are like guides, who actually we can compare with tour guides or travel guides. Whenever we go somewhere in traveling, we can hire a guide who comes with us, who shows us what is here and what does it mean and all these things. But he doesn't decide everything on our perspective, like what we want to do, what we should eat. He doesn't force anything, he just shows us everything. So there is a kind of concept of guide also. Guides doesn't force us anything, or they doesn't say any kind of ultimate truth or any kind of concept that is fixed or a theoretical concept. They mainly help us struggle through the path. So I think there should be a comparison between gurus and guide, because I myself think guides are better than gurus, because gurus themselves think that what they know is the ultimate and they are the best in that field, and they are gonna teach you the best thing, and they teach you the best thing they think that is, and they make decisions for you how you should live your life. As we are asking for help, they teach us how to live our life and how to do anything. Like we have a teacher, maybe most of us had a teacher or two in our schools or colleges whom we liked most, and we shared everything of our life with them, and we asked advice from them, and they give us advice whatever they think is right or wrong. So that's kind of people are kind of like gurus to us. And there are guides who are not that much older than us. Gurus tend to be higher in hierarchy, they tend to be in a respectable position, they mainly are from institutionalized societies, like they come from some kind of society or something. But guides are not necessarily like that. They may be close to our age or maybe same aged, or maybe they are not expert, they are still learning about the stuff that we are also learning. We just can ask them to understand the newer perspective, and they give us advice. But the main thing is they give us freedom to choose if we want to take the advice or not. They give us the freedom to decide what we want to do actually with that kind of advice or in that situation. I think at the end of the day, if we choose gurus or guides, it doesn't matter. The thing that matters that we can take advice from anybody if we want to, but we should always make the end decisions by ourselves. We shouldn't let anybody else to make decisions for us, because we get scared of making decision, or maybe we think that person knows better so they make decisions. We may have a lot of regrets if we let other people make this kind of decisions. We should always make this kind of decisions. And if you ask me, gurus or guides, I will always tell you that is always, for me, it is guides.